Hi, I'm Mama Fontana and welcome to my kitchen. Today we're doing cheesecake. So if this is your first time watching, consider subscribing. We do a lot of really cool videos and you're gonna like them. So what I'm doing today is a basic cheesecake. There are all kinds of cheesecakes, but the best thing about this is you make a basic one, you can add to it. So we're gonna show you how to do that. The first thing you need is graham cracker crumbs. You can absolutely buy graham crackers and smush the crap out of them, but why would you? Look at this, pretty inexpensive. Probably about the same price as actually buying graham crackers, but no work. So we're gonna use 2 cups of graham crackers. Maybe if I can get them out of there. It's kind of a small little hole. That's what she said. Okay, 2 cups of graham crackers. And then we're gonna use a 1/2 cup of melted butter. I already went ahead and melted it, which that is 1 cube if you're wondering. So you're gonna melt that up and put it in there. And then it calls for 1/4 cup of sugar. So just a little bit to make the crust have a little bit of sweetness to it. So we're gonna give that a mix. And that's all there is for the crust. So get that mixed up. Here I have my springform pan, which is the best way to do this, I find. Because of course you have your little hooky bob, you unhooky bob it and you're good to go. So we're gonna get this mixed up really well. And once we get this in, we're gonna press it in there. And then we're gonna bake it for just a few minutes, usually about 10 minutes. And that kind of sets it. And then while it's baking, we are gonna make the filling. So we're gonna pour that in there. Okay, set this over here. Spread it around. I think one of the best things about cheesecake, honestly, is the crust. It's not that I'm a giant graham cracker lover, but I just think that crust on cheesecake is really good. So you can use your bottom of any of these things to press it down. If you like, you can use your fingers. This kind of keeps it even. You want it to set in there kind of hard so it will bake. See how it's looking? Looks pretty good, huh? Okay, that looks good. So we're gonna go ahead and put that in the oven, 350 for about 10 minutes. While that's doing its thing, we're gonna start with the filling. So you start with 2 packages of cream cheese. Make sure you get it out a couple hours ahead because it really needs to be to room temperature. When you're trying to work with cream cheese and you pull it right straight out of the fridge, it doesn't mix as well. Pretty hard to mix with. So there's 1. 2. That one tried to get away from me. Okay, now we're gonna add 2 eggs. Hi, Juno, what are you doing? You won't like this. 1 egg, 2 eggs. Okay. And then we're gonna add a cup of sugar. Let's get that 1/4 cup out of there. Oh, I'm not gonna put that in there. It has crumbs on the bottom. We don't wanna have crumbs in our sugar. I go through so much sugar and flour. Imagine that, huh? Okay, so there's a cup of sugar. And then about a teaspoon of vanilla. Notice how I measure, I just squirt. Nothing from the peanut gallery back there. All right, that's all the ingredients, 4 ingredients. Now we're gonna be noisy for a minute. Okay, I just beat the crap out of it. All right. It's still gonna have a little bit of chunks in it, but that's okay because as it bakes, it melts down and it'll turn out delicious. All right, let's see how this is doing. Not quite ready yet. We'll give it a couple more minutes. I just want to say hi to Krista and Candace. Thank you for recognizing me, and I really appreciate it. I'm glad you're watching. Keep watching. There's going to be a lot of fun stuff coming. So I think we should be about ready for our crust. I'm going to go grab it out of there. We're going to see how it looks. So it doesn't really brown. It just kind of melts in and sets itself up so that when you start pouring this in, it doesn't go flying everywhere. So now we're going to go ahead and put in all of this deliciousness. And this is going to take about an hour. The way to test this, honestly, is just give it the jiggle. So if it's still jiggling in the middle, you want to be really careful with that because you want to make sure it's good and done. So there we go. And that's going to puff up some. So it doesn't look like it's all that tall. I forgot one ingredient. Cheers. Okay, so that is all there is to that. We're going to take it over. We're going to put in a 350-degree oven. Going to take about 60 minutes. We'll give it the shake test. Jeez, oh peas. All right, and then we'll come back in about 60. See you then. Hi guys, welcome back. Well, here's the finished product. It just came out. It's hotter than the dickens. Look at that, it's pretty. Sarah, you're laughing at everything tonight. I am not going to take a taste of that because I'm actually saving this for dinner tomorrow. So it smells delicious. I'm sure it's going to taste delicious. What I was telling you guys that we could do with this, that's just a plain old cheesecake, which is still good. But I buy like the pie fillings. Here's raspberry, here's blueberry, there's apple, there's lemon. You could put any of those on top of this or even just plain berries and it would be really good. So that's my ideas for you. I actually made a plain cheesecake and then I made it Dutch apple for Sarah's birthday last year and it turned out the bomb, didn't it?
Oh yeah.
So anyway, that's all we have for today. I really appreciate you guys watching. Keep watching, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and as always, I share the love of cooking with my family. Now I share it with you. See you next time. Hi, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you saw, subscribe down here. If you want to see my latest videos or other ones, go up here. See ya.